Problem with it. It's same with everyone I know. Everyone needs a blanket. And I've been watching you cheat. I've been watching you take showers. I've been watching you eat. I check in every half hour. So won't you leave me where I lay? We can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead. And you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the so won't you wake me where I lay? And we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I'm an ass and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm suddenly twice the size. Ooh. So won't you meet me where I lay? And we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead, and you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the saxes. So won't you wake me where I lay? And we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'm an ass and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm suddenly twice the size. Oh. I think you're full of, I think I'm full of shit. Oh, we're so full of, yeah, we're so full of. I think I'm full of, I think you're full of, I think we're full of shit. Put the guitar up a little bit. I think you're full of shit. I think I'm full of shit too. Don't see a problem with it. It's same with everyone I know. Everyone needs love.
I can hear you on Discord. Can you guys hear me at all? Okay. So Walker is attempting to work out whatever technical issues. Someone has suggested that the Twitch app is muted. That is a solid point. Yes, today we're going to be playing Scythe the Digital Edition with 3 hard bots. Or if you prefer hard bots, suggestive tone of voice optional. Also this morning we learned that the Scythe Digital Edition has some very strange named
Hello.
achievements.
There we go. That's so weird. Can everyone hear me now? All good. There we go.
Victory is ours.
All right. So, my name is Michael Walker. We are so very wrong about games. Like Jimbo said, we're going to play some Scythe. We have a weekly podcast, which you can check out here. See, look, I've got all sorts of new stuff here. You also should be seeing stuff up on the screen. Please give me some feedback on that, whether it's annoying or in the way. My thoughts are, because we're casting on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, now we can see everyone's messages. Not only that, for people who care, they can maximize their screen and still see the messages. Let's get started. I'll do very brief rules as we're going along. See what is going on here.
I think you just left the room.
That's great. Yeah, no, I'm going to make another one very quickly. It was not letting me start, so. I will just start another one. Maybe it was just sitting there too long. Oh, maybe you weren't ready? Maybe that was it. All right, I will be playing Nordic, which allows my workers to cross rivers, because normally you can't until you get a mech upgrade.
I will be playing Crimea. I get coercion. Once per turn, you may spend 1 combat card as if it were 1 resource.
And I have secret objectives, which I won't say out loud, but Jimbo's reading anyway, because he's...
I'm not. I minimized Twitch.
All right, so people can see what my things are. Oh, forgot to hit start. All right, so in this game, we have like a little action selection tableau, which we can unlock better actions and stuff. As you can see, I've switched it to the fully painted goodies. So we'll see how we like that. So bring up our little tableau here. As you can see, these are the different actions you can take: produce, trade, bolster, or move. And if you've taken an action, then you can't take it next turn. You have to choose something else. And then if you have the proper resources, after you've done the main action, you can do the secondary action. And whatever's in red is a cost, and whatever's in green is what you get.
I like how you started in the north with 2 empty HQs around you, and I'm down here in the crowded hell of combat.
Jimbo, I'm pretty sure I said at the beginning that I'm Nordic. That means north. God, do I have to explain everything? Like, it is true. Yeah, that's ungood. Yeah, you got 3. I've got this guy over here. He's at least 8 spaces away, so that's going to be difficult. Good luck, Jimbo.
The
so moving
crazy
on.
thing is, if I killed you, I would go to jail.
So let's see what I've got here. I got enlist actions under my move, and I've got upgrade under my produce, and I've got some starting oil. So we're going to do the standard opening move, which is to get our leader out and get some of these encounters, which is usually free stuff. And we want to get some workers. So we're going to move this worker over to here. And we're done. And since we don't have the 3 food to do the enlist, we are done. So how is everyone this morning? It's nice and sunny here in local Kingston.
Oh, it's lovely today.
And Mark is on his trek across our very small country. So he'll be with us again very soon. Did I turn? Let's see, do I have to go back into here and turn? Oh, the camera angle's still off. All right. I should be able to. Yeah, I wanted it so I could move the camera around while people were taking turns, but it's not letting me. See, all it's doing is letting me turn. I see what it means now. All right, well.
Oh, that's funny. Because I don't have the expansions you do, my figures and stuff aren't painted. But now that I've remaximized Twitch, I see that you have like cool little painted dudes.
Oh, you don't get to see that. That's
No.
unfortunate.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah,
it's a little silly.
Some of them are silly, but it's something different.
Oh right. Yeah, Mo, I can only imagine what it's like in California right now. Did you guys get the heat dome?
All right, so right now produce lets us produce in 2 territories, and this will tell us how much it costs. So as you put more workers out, it gets more expensive. So it's like a slow burn, this game. You do some very quick actions at the beginning, and then you slowly get into, as you unlock more stuff and get more resources, you start doing funky actions. Oh yeah, what was our... So we count each tunnel, and if we have a structure beside it, we get a point. And depending on how many points we get, we'll get bonus points at the end. And the other way this game works is that the more popular you are, the more points you get. So there's sort of thresholds. So this is for how many stars you get, which are different victory conditions, how much territory you're covering, and how many resources you have. And you can see, depending on what your popularity is like, you get more points.
And you can see that Togawa is the most beloved right now because everybody loves monkeys.
As you can see in my achievements, I enjoy eating monkeys, so
yes, as I mentioned,
is delicious.
As I mentioned earlier, this game has some very strangely named achievements. The one that I was thinking of being Monkey Haggis.
I think that is the extent of my move. Now, because we're on this encounter token, we are going to get hopefully some free stuff.
What's the best kind of stuff? Free stuff.
Free stuff. No, we're good with just a free thing.
Salt the earth. Like, wow.
Just a lightly dusting. Good morning, Love Meeples. How are you this morning? Love Meeples also have a fantastic Twitch channel. So for those who listen to the podcast, we are doing some Q&As for the last couple of weeks. The last podcast had big Q&A. There was a very interesting question that came up, Jimbo. I'll pose it to you as well, or sort of thing. The gentleman called it the trench coat mechanisms, where the witch stone that we just played, or or Bonfire or Praga, games that have tons of little mini games in order to sort of make up its substance, and whether that was a good thing or not. I thought it was an interesting topic.
That is kind of a cool question.
Did you just like pretend to help
Nope.
him build it and then steal it?
Nope. That never happened.
Oh my god. You are a monster.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nice stolen mech you have there, Jimbo.
Was never stolen. Always belonged to the Empire.
I see. I see. Relieve the soldiers of some dead weight. That's not ominous at all.
Yeah. Yes, and for those that don't know, the white faction who just moved, they get to choose 2 of the options from encounter cards.
All right, so I usually use the same strategy every game. Where
You use the same strategy every game?
this
No.
particular part of the game, where I only recruit as many workers as it takes for my production to only cost 1 power. Any more than that, then it starts costing popularity, and I'm not down with that. Not down with that at all.
But if every time you would build a worker, you would get a point, you'd be totally down with that. Hitting it like a Mario coin block.
That's right. Like whack-a-mole was a thing.
You suck, and I hate you.
Dad, is that you? Oh, Jimbo, did you say that? Oh, okay. Damn you, Hardbot. You will once again. Oh, wow, look at the paint job, man. Jimbo, those white mechs look really nice, Jimbo.
Remember, when the knock on your screen comes, it's the Candyman.
It's not true. Yes, so I did make a mistake here, as you can see. I really should have crossed this river and got my workers here, because in order to get them. Oh wait, I can move. Never mind. It's a total lie. I can hopefully move them into this oil.
Stop lying to the viewers, Walker.
Now I've got to move all these workers around. If I had a mech.
Yeah, you should have totally legally built a mech like I did.
True, yeah. I will get back to you about that multiple cameras. I am having trouble. Apparently it's a thing, hooking up 3 cameras to your system because it keeps shutting one down. And I want to do like a green screen close-up for our things, so I will get in contact with you about that for sure. All right, let's start moving this stuff around, because I think my leader is trapped anyway. There's nowhere for him to move, so it's all just going to be moving workers. Getting that sweet, sweet oil.
It amuses me that your faction bonus is making your workers swim across freezing lakes and rivers.
They're used to it. That's how we keep our population in check, as we teach them very young. Too dark?
No, just dark enough.
Okay.
How? No. How do I make a mech pick people up?
So when you click on the mech to move it, there's a whole bunch of sliders.
Ah,
And you can,
well, F.
there should be an undo button in the top right-hand corner.
Yes, it is not functioning.
Well,
I suspect because it's a multiplayer game.
yes, I am sorry, Jimbo.
It happens.
Oh,
Oof, 4 cameras. Good luck, Meeples.
well, you see, they have to have. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Oh, it shows up on my screen there. Very nice. Thank you for following, Sane Shrimp. How are you this morning? See that cat bug logo I've got going there, Jimbo?
That's amazing.
I just wish I could have some. I'll have to download some cat bug tracks to go instead of the music.
Little cat bug audio.
That's right. Okay. All right. So now if we produce, we should be able to get some upgrades going here, which we will do. How much power? We have 4 power. We're good for a bit. All right. Some oil. No more meat, more oil. And now we can do this bottom upgrade action.
5 oil. Steady on there, United States.
Well, like I said, there was issues. All right. So now see, we have a choice here. We can produce in more areas. We can get more power, but right now we're going to get some more move, and we're going to make our enlist cheaper, even though we don't have any food yet. But that's okay. We have 2 here. Everything will be fine. I guarantee it.
The Togawa are daring me to go and disrupt those workers, Walker. They're daring me.
Oh, yeah, the AI does that. I'm just going to warn you now. They have no qualms about losing buckets of favor to send your guys, popularity to send your guys home. And
that does not surprise me.
You'd be crazy not to do that, man. It's just, that would kneecap him right from the beginning.
Well, except that I just used my move action, so.
Gotcha.
He has a certain degree of safety.
Jimbo's pretty safe being next to black here because they can get victory points by attacking. Normally you can only get 2 stars from attacking, but they get unlimited. So Jimbo should feel extra safe being next to black. Let's see, can I bring up, here it is here. So on your board, you have your 4 mechs that you can put out, and they're covering these special abilities. So it's another cool thing. As you put out mechs, you can decide which special ability you want. And can I bring up the enlist? So here's the enlist I was talking about. So if you do the enlist action, which is the one you pay for food, that's the one that will trigger every time someone else does a particular action. Then you get bonuses as well. And I think that is one of the key parts to Scythe, I believe, is getting, well, may or not be. All right. We need to get our leader off the mainland, which means we need to get our workers to some metal. I don't think I've played Nordic in like forever. Yeah, we're going to have to build to get off this island, unfortunately. Which is fine.
You used the wrong tone of voice.
Which is
It's
fine.
Fine!
It's all good. I don't mind wasting 50 turns to get off this
blasted rock.
All right.
It's freezing rock in the middle of nowhere.
Now, we decide when we choose a list, we have to decide either A, what we're doing, and B, what other people are going to be doing, and how do we want that to help us. We are going to be doing a lot of upgrades. We will take that. And we want stuff that will help us sooner rather than later. So, right now, we will take power.
Awa!
So what's everyone doing while they're listening to this? Me, I usually am playing games on Board Game Arena while having a Twitch stream in the side. What do other people do while they're listening to Twitch? And we should have some more content coming out too. I'm working on a Walker's Summer Spectacular while Mark is traveling. And like I said, we're unboxing GOONies, so we should be talking about that soon. Crash Octopus should be out in the mail soon. That's exciting. Oh, Star Wars Imperial Assault. Such a good game. Yeah, we're going to have to choose what our Sunday campaigny thing is, and that is definitely an option, is to pull that back out. I'm looking up, but it's not up there. It's down. Stairs. Star Wars Imperial Assault is a great game because it has sort of two game modes. It has a skirmish game where two people can make up armies in sort of like, Warhammer style or whatever style you want to call it. And also has the whole campaign system with an app as well. So they really did a great job. All right, let's do an upgrade, which means we need to produce. Because we want to make our buildings cheaper. And because we're in 3 different places, we want to be able to produce in 3 places. So we'll take that upgrade and we will make our buildings cheaper. Yeah, I've also been looking into the new Descent as well. It is not being well received, though. I'm wondering how that'll catch on. Like, they did not stop producing second edition stuff. You know, it's hasn't been dead that long. I think they jumped the gun a little bit. Unfortunately, that means any work that they've been doing on the app is stopped, and it'll just be left to what we've got now. All right, let us build. We have 1 combat card. We have 6 power. I don't think I remember ever taking this action before. Taking a card. buildings is good for us because it gets us money, and money is just straight victory points. We want to build the mine, and we have to build it somewhere where our leader can reach it. So that our mine will allow us to go out to all these mines that are printed on the board. So that'll allow our leader to get off our island. I'm feeling Nordic almost really relies on that first encounter card to get them a mech, which is too bad. Oh yes, I can test out my other stuff here. Here is the link to the podcast and the link to our Facebook. So I just added this stuff in to see, I some testing here to make sure it all works, and a link to our Board Game Geek Guild. Nope, that's not how you spell, Mike. Spelling is with letters. That makes sense. There we go. Yes, freedom for the leader. Out to get attacked with that awesome card that I picked up. Oh wait, I mean, it was awesome. I got a 5. Jimbo, don't attack me, because I have a 5 card.
Yeah, I'm a little busy with white and purple right now. Black, I don't know what black's doing, but I'm sure they'll figure it out at some point.
So now I'm thinking, if I move now, I don't get the enlist. But even if I produce, I won't have enough food for it. So let's just move. My 1 space. It's very sad. As for other movement, I think we want to start thinking about, so they can build here, and we can build here. So I think we'll be done, even though I should move one of these guys off. Nope, can't do it. I really need to get some iron going. Yeah, I think, Jimbo, I think you've got this one this time. You got out much sooner than I did.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't feel like I've got it. How's that?
And I'm kind of I'm looking over at Black, and he's producing iron like a madman. So that's sort of disheartening.
His mechs are so tiny.
What is this guy doing? What is that about? Taking my encounter tokens. It's not good. It's not good
Nope.
at all.
It's not good. It's not good. It's bad. As our esteemed Mr. Bigney would say. It's not good. It's bad.
All right, well, I'm going to be taking this build action. I want to start making it worthwhile. Do I want cards or power? Well, you don't get victory points. You don't make friends with salad, Jimbo.
I mean, what if it's really tasty salad?
Nope, doesn't work.
Really? Man. People are picky.
They are.
Man, purple's bolstering their power a lot. I have a suspicion they're about to come over and kick me in the ding dong.
It may not have been a memo I sent them saying it was a good idea.
Look, I've told you, stop sending memos telling people to kick me in the ding dong. We've been over this.
I'm bored over here on my little island. Kind of
Gotta have some kind of entertainment.
exactly,
My heart freaking bleeds.
says the guy in the factory.
Look, just because I got to the factory first and I'm using the rules.
So because he got to the factory with his leader, at the end of his turn, he gets to pick a factory card, which will give him another option for an action. That is usually always move a single unit 2 spaces and then pay something to get something. And they all have fabulous art.
Yes, they do as a general rule. All have fabulous art. I gotta get my popularity back up. There's this rumor going around that I may have robbed one of the proletariat, and gotta get past it.
You need to explain that you're just borrowing that mech. You didn't actually steal it. It's just on loan. You're
Exactly.
you're very clear. You helped fix it, and so you get it on weekends and every other Wednesday.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you understand.
See, black doesn't fool around. First it was metal time, now it is oil time. All right, what's our star totals here? No one has any stars yet. Interesting.
Yeah, it's been a fairly slow game.
Once again, if I move, I do not get it, so we're going to produce again. And now I want the option of getting cards. And we need to make our mechs cheaper. If we ever get iron. All right. The blocks are in place. Is it too late though?
I don't know. Like I said, it's been a slow game. I didn't get my recruits in place fast enough, and now it is very much hurting me.
So what is our plan? Plan for next turn is we're going to get our power star, and then we will get our building star, and then our upgrade star. And then we need to start getting some iron. That will be the next in list for sure, is to get cards, because our cards are excellent.
My plan is undermine everything that Walker does.
I think my encounter token days are finished for my leader.
Oh, there's one up there you could go for. The upper right.
Yes.
What's all this complaining about metal when you have a metal space in your island?
It's a lie, okay? The metal's a lie. And I don't think you should be pointing out the obvious. These things hurt my feelings.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Legendary superhero Captain Obvious was not available. So I had to fill in.
I think I'm not going to be able to get the building bonus points either without wasting too many turns. Actually, wait, that's not true. That should work. All right. All right. Extra cards. Done. My turns are taking too long. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm looking how the computer plays and how you're playing, and I'm thinking that maybe I just don't know how to play Scythe.
It's all good. It's all good.
Also, I really should have looked at my objectives beforehand. Really should have done that.
Yes, it is good to keep track of. Have a plan, an overall plan.
Yeah.
I say when I could have accomplished one last turn if I had moved slightly differently. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, I couldn't have done it. I'm looking forward to playing Scythe in real life. I've had the modular board system for. I thought for a second Black was just going to drop in on the white homeland there. I was going to say, oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yes. Yeah, so I haven't tried the modular board system. Definitely want to give that a whirl. We are quickly approaching phase 3, where we can have life back to normal. All right. Well, and move them there to do the building. Let's get that done before they get booted out. Oh, that was a waste. Oh no, it's this. Okay, no, that works.
Oh, they applauded you for building your building.
They
That was
did.
nice of them.
That's the very popular building. Everyone loves it. We call it the propaganda building. We have departments there for complaints against the government. It's called the Shredder. I mean, the We Care About Your Feelings place.
Hmm. Is that what it's called?
It is.
Yes, I think my attempts to ad-lib my way through this game of Scythe are not going to work out.
No, he is in what we call the flat, desolate wastelands of Saskatchewan. Did I say flat, desolate wastelands? I meant nothing as far as the eye can see except open expanse and highway.
Yes, I believe Mark will not be at his living situation until Friday or Saturday next week.
All right, we'll see if that can move along. Because if I make my buildings cheaper, of which I think I only have one left anyway, I can start moving my guys to the iron. I cannot believe it's like turn 1,000,000 and I don't have a single mech on the board. Actually, that's what I want to look at while... Oh, no, I can't. Actually, I do have it on share. They said there was a share option, and it should be on. So if I go to... Although it won't come up. Sorry. I'm babbling. I.e., I'm just trying to make sure everyone can see all of the messages.
Mumbler! Mumbler! You know, Walker, putting
Yeah.
that undefended worker next to my hero was just, like, you're kind of asking for a smack. I'm just saying.
Well, no, it's all good. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. One would. No, see, yeah, not only do I have the messages are coming up on the screen, but it should be, it's taking the messages that people put on Twitch and putting them on the YouTube chat area as well. And I just checked that it is working. So that's handy.
Oh, I suppose it helps if I end my actual turn.
I was
Ugh.
wondering, I was going to say something, but you know.
Don't mind me, chat. It's the brain damage. I don't actually have brain damage. That's just what I say when I'm doing something stupid. I can't brain. I have the dumb.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to do what I need to do with that worker then, before, seeing as it's bothering you so much. We'll get that out of the way. Do that.
It's just, you know, I'm not a warlike person by nature, but when you leave something undefended like that, it's very tempting. It's very tempting.
Can't believe I just moved someone without bringing the wood with me. Although my building's there, so hopefully I can use it. No, I just totally messed everything up. Too used to having an undo in single player. I'm not careful enough. All right, let's see the star situation. 2 people with 2 stars. Black with 1 star. For power and for secret objective. All right. Oh, thank goodness that building gave me control. Thought I had lost control because I moved my worker out of there. That is what I was whining about. Oh, speaking of whining, this is me. That was me. Yeah, that's dog. One building left, which is our main source of victory points. So let's do that now and get it over with. And then next Saturday, the plan is to play something live in real people's and have it streamed. So we'll be off the digital hopefully next week, And back on the table. Exciting, right? Now we just have to decide what we want to play. Although we did have some things pop up last time, but I don't think we grabbed those games from Mark before he left. One was Black Rose Wars, which I know we don't have. What was the other one? I think it was Lords of Hellas, and we just played it.
He dropped the Street Masters cube off with me, so
Yeah, we can do
have
that. True.
if we want it. We still have Kingdom Death, even though I'm the only one that likes it.
That's not true. All right. Not doing a move because we will not get the enlist. So we will do this. All right. So that is also done. All right. Things are looking better for Team Nordic. Jimbo,
Mm-hmm.
are you setting up camp there in that factory, or?
Yeah, it's great here.
You've got 5 power. Just saying. Not a threat. Not a threat. Just a promise. I mean, I would move out of there. Suddenly your guy disappeared on my screen. What happened?
That's because I moved out.
That was quite a move.
Yeah, I can move to other people's home spaces.
How about chat? Does chat have any suggestions? What do you want us to see us play next week? Maybe when we play Goonies on Monday, we'll be enamored with it, and maybe we'll play that on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, black's coming for you, Walker.
You know, Seize the Carp. I bought the Brass Birmingham on Steam, and it is such a bad implementation and so clunky. I have just not gone back to it. Like, the tutorial doesn't even work right. I will go back to it eventually, but it was not. Oh, they just patched it? All right. Unfortunately, Cosmic Frog is yet another one that did not get out of Mark's basement. I have very limited space here. I could not take his entire collection into my home. So there was choices had to be made. And probably it was only because I didn't see Cosmic Frog is why I didn't take it. Had I seen it, I would have grabbed it.
Well, I mean, the Steam implementation of Cosmic Frog is quite good, or rather, the tabletop simulator. So if we want to do Cosmic Frog, we can always do.
Yeah, we could do Blood Rage as well. They said do that one as well. I heard the app is very bad too. That's one app I have not tried yet. Only because same with the Spirit Island one. You guys say the Spirit Island one is terrible as well. A lot of people have been asking about that, Jim. But what? Because I wasn't sure exactly what you guys didn't like about it.
It's purely single player.
That's what I thought. I did say that, but I wasn't 100% sure.
The multiplayer was, for whatever reason, was a stretch goal instead of baked into the game. And so I'm sure at some point multiplayer will be coming, and you can technically do remote play where only the owner owns the game and you share control of the mouse. But when my buddy and I tried it, it was not optimized for remote play, and it was like playing my slideshow to Spirit Island.
Entering the factory. And as you can see, the art on these cards is amazing.
Yeah, like look at Jetpack Guy there. That's freaking awesome.
And we are totally going to... Oh, that's good too, though. Interesting. Although I've been whining about not getting mechs, but 2 resources for a mech. Although I'm going to be paying 2 resources for a mech. No, I think I have a plan. We're going to do this.
I've actually never played the tabletop version of Food Chain Magnate.
Like the online version?
The tabletop simulator version.
Oh, but there's an actual website implementation that enforces rules. So if we were going to do one, it would probably be on there. I'd have to check it. I've only done it, a turn a day, like asynchronous. I'm not sure how the, immediate return would be on that. I'd have to look into it.
Gotcha. Just Carp was asking specifically about the tabletop simulator version.
That I have not seen either. Just because, like I said, there is one. I will get you that website in 1 second. Let me just finish. It is called Board Game Core. So if you go to boardgamecore.net, or is it play dot? Actually, why don't I just wonder if it'll let me put a link in? Should.
If you could end your turn, though, that would be
Are you kidding me? Are you telling me I did not do that?
that would
So
be
sorry.
spectacular.
So
No,
sorry.
it's all good. I did the same thing. Remember?
Yeah, looks like it let me put it in. So there, that website has asynchronous or of a bunch of Splotter games, and it does a really good job. I have no affiliation. I take no responsibility. Jimbo, you need to get some stars.
It's too late.
It's too late. All is lost, he says.
The game is going to be over, like, very shortly.
Oh, like I've got all the easy ones. I don't have any that I can get. Because my population's only 9. I have 0 mechs. The only one I could get one from a battle. I'm wondering, there is a button here. I shouldn't cheat, but it's not really cheating. So here's the app lets you do like a score board and tells you how many points everyone has. So you can technically do this by looking around the board. They just do this automatically for you. So at 9 popularity, I have to get to at least 13 to hit the next threshold. I can't move to do that fight. So I wonder what I should do. Let's get a mech out. Because we can. I suppose whether or not we're going to be playing in in real life or digital also will depend on if Mark is set up and ready to go. Because if he's ready, then it will be a digital game. We will see.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like once you get stuff going, it's pretty hardcore.
That was aggressive.
Oh, look! Speaking of aggressive, look, check that out.
That's what I was
Oh,
saying wow about.
oh, you must have been sooner than I was. Oh my goodness, that was harsh.
Yeah.
All right, now the question is, can I get into a fight and can I win? I think so. We have a one-on-one battle here. I wonder, can I fight you just for the sake of it being an epic ending here? No. So we will do that, and then we will spread out, if we can, that is. And last but not least, I lose 2 power. It's terrible. So this is how fights work, in case there's someone new. We've been gaining this power all game, and you use it to pay for certain things, but you also use it in fights. In any particular fight, you can use a maximum of 7. Then you're going to add cards equal to how many pieces of plastic you have in the fight, whether it be your leader or mechs. So that's what the advantage you get to having more guys there. You can add more cards to the total. And then whoever has the highest total wins. And unlike most other games, ties will go to the attacker. So the card and the power are usually secret behind your board, and then you reveal and you find out. So this should be, there's no way that he can get above 12. And that is my last star.
Congrats, Walker.
I hope they update this soon. Because like I said, the AI is not the best. Although maybe I should announce it. Maybe we can get some listeners in here to play. I'm just so hesitant, adding unknowns to a stream. All right, that is Scythe. Let us go to the unboxing now. Let's just get this stuff out of the way. It's GOONies. This is put out by Funko Games. This is the first big box I've had that has tape on it instead of shrink wrap. But for other reasons, you'll see how silly that is. So the Goonies, for those who don't know, you should be ashamed, first of all. It was a movie that came out long ago that's much like Stand By Me or anything else where it's a bunch of kids on an adventure and, self-discovery and stuff. So I don't want to come off as one way or the other. They want to get rid of shrink wrap for It's transposed. What do you mean it's transposed? Oh, is the thing
It
blocking?
means it's backwards.
Oh,
Like
you're right. Look at that. I'm going to look into that later. I'm not going to play with that right now. It just doesn't. It could be because I have the camera flipped so it's right way for both of us because was having it backwards. So anyway, it's for
environmental reasons.
environmental reasons. They want to get rid of shrink wrap. But look, let's shrink wrap everything that's inside the box instead of outside the box because that makes sense, right?
They have to convince board game publishers to stop doing shit like this,
All right.
as well as external shrink wrap.
So they printed on the inside of the box. That's nice. It's expansions. They really just need to stop boxing expansions because everyone just puts it in the box anyway, and they should just be in bags. All right. So
Well,
we have
no,
lots of
that's the thing. Cardboard biodegrades, plastic doesn't.
true. So this is a 1v all game. Someone plays the game master and someone plays all of the children, or then the other players play the children. I just gotta be careful with this because this is not shrink wrap. I mean, these are not punch boards. This is the actual board. So these children are getting kicked out of their home. They find out about this hidden treasure. They get tangled up with some counterfeiters and they go on this grand adventure. So here's the board, and it's got a bunch of overlays that you'll see in a second that you get to put over it. They even printed the back, which is nice. And the other mistake that everyone's doing, this is not called GOONies Never Say Die. It's called The GOONies Never Say Die. Just saying. Because the GOONies never say die. All right. Bunch of tokens. And like I said, there's overlays that will go over the map to give you the different scenarios. And it has some of the villains here. We have some merfolk warriors. We have some undead skeletons. We have the merfolk temple entrance. And on the back, it's what is this one called? The haunted pool. So that's a great idea, like double-siding them so you don't need two different tokens. This giant thing is the Inferno. And on the back is, oh yes, giant treasure. One-Eyed Willie's treasure hoard. And we have some giant rats, pit traps, entrance tokens, moss garden, the bone organ cave. Oh yeah, it has like a bunch of Indiana Jones style type, booby traps that they have to get through. It's one of those things, if you have not seen this movie, it's definitely one to check out. Little time track. Those are the punch boards. Then you have the instruction book. You have this great player aid that's was like the treasure map that they were carrying around for the whole movie. One of the kids knew Spanish, so they had to get him over all the time to translate. And this is after he like totally harassed one of the helpers with very odd translations. Anyway, that's very nice. They got musical score they had to play to get through one of the booby traps. Instruction book, adventure guide that has all the different. How many do they have? 9, 10. 9's an odd number. Nope, 9 different missions. And then you have the different characters. Apparently, there's already been an expansion announced, so they'll have all of the kids soon. More, by the way, that was more shrink wrap because yeah. So we have Mikey, main character, Mouth, which was the Latin translator, Chunk, Data, Inspector Gadget type guy, Sloth, you can play as a character, and then the Fratellis. These are the counterfeiters that you get mixed up with and they chase you around. One-Eyed Willie, Giant Octopus. All the stands for the standees, and you have figures for all the main characters. It's cool that you have like the evil guys are all on one base, so you can move them around together. One-Eyed Willie, giant octopus, sloth. It was like he's the brother of these guys, but he turns out to be a good guy at the end. Chunk, truffle shuffle. You have some D12s, D8s, all with skull and bone symbols. Nice. D6s, extra bags. Giant deck of cards. They say GM on them. I don't think there's going to be big spoilers in the Goonies game. So, hey, Scrappy Kid, how's it going? How did your stream go? I sort of saw the still of the game that you were playing, but I didn't recognize it right offhand. So, quick ref cards, and then the art on these cards are pretty nice, especially for Funko Pop. Not known for the greatest games of all time, but nice deck. And then this one does say riddle on it, so I'll open these up very quickly, but not really show them to you because there could be, doubt there's spoilers here, but let's take a quick look here. Disarm. Oh no, these are just items and the monsters. And oh yeah, these ones I won't show you. There we go. Those are the riddles. And then the rest are just item cards and all sorts of different peril cards, treasure cards, legendary treasure, normal items. So that's everything to know about the Goonies, and we're going to try this out Monday, and we'll give it a whirl. And that's all we have for you today. Are there any questions? Does anyone want any questions before we head out? I would like to thank Jimbo. Thanks for playing with us today, Jimbo.
My pleasure.
Oh, Small Islands. Yeah, I think I have played that before. It's sort of like a Catan. Is that the one that's sort of like Catan game where you're placing tiles and you're trying to get groups of stuff together? Oh, this is the one. This is the Cardboard Chaos. So Scrappy Kid has a great stream where the community picks a game that he's never played before, and he jumps in sight unseen and tries to learn it on the go. I would probably reach across the table and strangle the person if they did that at one of my tables, but it's fun to watch and I love it. Oh, right. Let's actually I got to remember to raid here. Who is on right now? We will raid someone. Let's raid the Brothers Murph, because they need more viewers. All right. We'll see everyone next time. Have a great day. Play lots of games. And we will see you next time. Peace!